Welcome to PawTalk Central, where every small story about a dog hides a big lesson about love and loyalty. Have you ever wondered what happens inside the house when you close the door? When you leave, just for a few hours at work, a short shopping trip, or an outing, for them, it's a whole lonely sky. You might think they're just sleeping, chewing a toy, waiting for time to pass. But no, they listen to every sound you left. They smell your scent lingering on the chair. They count each ticking clock just to guess, when will you come home? For us, a few hours mean nothing. But for them, it can feel like a lifetime of waiting. And sometimes, in that silence, there are small things they can't forgive. Not out of anger, but because their loyal heart has been forgotten for too long. Today, we'll walk through 12 seemingly harmless things that actually hurt your dog's heart more than you think. Not to make you feel guilty, but to help you understand. They are still the little soul sitting quietly by the door every time you leave. Section 1. Not saying goodbye. You may think that leaving silently makes things easier. No goodbye, no glance back, just a quiet door close so your beloved pet doesn't run after you, bark, or cry. But to them, that silence is like a thin blade. No blood, but cut deep. Imagine, you're sitting with the one you love, and in one moment, they disappear. No sign, no word, just emptiness. For a dog, that moment is you have vanished from its world. They don't understand I'm going to work. I'll be back. All they feel is, you left and I don't know if you'll return. Their world shrinks in one breath, the scent you left fades, and the sound of the door closing is the saddest noise of the day. So don't fear saying goodbye. A light pat, a soft, be good, I'll be back soon, can be the only thing that calms them. It's not just a routine, it's a promise of I will come back, and for a dog, that promise might carry them through a whole long day of waiting. Section 2. Disrupting the morning routine. Dogs love routine more than anything else. For them, every morning has a rhythm. The sound of you opening the wardrobe, your familiar footsteps, the smell of coffee drifting in the kitchen, the moment you bend down to stroke their head before you leave. All that is not just habit, but their safety music. Just one wrong note. You're rushed, you skip the pat, you change the order, their little heart knows something's off. For you, it's just a busy morning. But for them, it's the feeling that the world suddenly became strange. They look after you, their eyes confused, trying to find what is familiar, but it's gone. That's why you should keep your morning with them and your morning in sync. A greeting, a gentle pat, or even just the familiar click of the lock, these are your ways of saying, don't worry, today is like every day, I'll come back. To maintain that routine for them is to keep their heart peaceful. Section 3. Erasing your scent. To you, a house is just a place. But to a dog, the house is an emotional map, every corner holding your scent. Your jacket smell, your hands the scent on the doorknob, the coffee aroma lingering in the air. When you leave, those scents help them believe you're still somewhere around. So when you clean too thoroughly, wash all your leftover scent, spray everything with fragrant cleaner, you've inadvertently erased their world of safety. They sniff around, confused, not finding you. They don't understand why your scent is gone, as if you never existed. If you must go away, leave a trace of yourself. A jacket, an old blanket, or even just a pillow. Don't let the home become a hollow space. To you, it's just a belonging. But to them, it's the breath of love. Section 4. Locking up their favorite spot. Dogs have places they call their safe territory. Maybe the sunny corner under a window, the blanket in the corner of the room, or under the table when it rains. That spot is like your arms, small but peaceful. When you inadvertently close the door to it, block the path, or move the familiar object, they lose their last refuge. To you, it's just closing a room. But to them, it's closing the last door to the world where they felt safe. If you have to leave the house, leave that corner untouched. Don't change its position, don't block access. Because when they curl up in that familiar spot, it's not just rest, it's how they endure loneliness by holding on to the memory of you in that place. Section 5. Ignoring silent signs of anxiety. Not every dog barks, scratches doors, or destroys things when sad. There are dogs who sit quiet for hours by the door, staring into the space you walked through. You might think they're resting, but actually they're waiting. Some will lick their lips repeatedly, breathe lightly, or stay in one position too long. These are voiceless cries for help. They don't know how to say, "I'm scared," "I miss you," "I need you." They only know how to sit quietly and wait. That silence is the gentlest cry of all. So before you leave, take one more look at them. Whisper softly, "I'll be back soon." You won't hear a reply, but their eyes will soften, as though their little heart has been reassured. Section 6. Leaving the house in complete silence. When you leave, silence engulfs the house. No voices, no music, no laughter, just the ticking of the clock. You call it quiet, but to them, it's loneliness. A dog's entire world is the sounds you make, your footsteps, you opening the wardrobe, your quiet chuckle as you read a message. When you're gone and those sounds stop, they're lost in an invisible void where time stops flowing. A small music track, radio playing softly, or birdsong from a video is enough for them to see you're still around. Sound doesn't just fill the emptiness, it holds their little heart from falling into desperate stillness. Leave a gentle reggae track or a dog-relax playlist. Sometimes just a soft melody can keep that lonely heart from shattering. Section 7. Playing the wrong kind of music. Not all sounds are comforting. A loud movie, rapid commercials, or music with screaming will scare a dog. They don't understand the plot. They don't understand drama. They only hear the unease. Your sound should be like a heartbeat, steady, gentle, not surprising. Choose music with a slow tempo, acoustic guitars, rainfall, or waves. That music doesn't just lull them, it helps them believe the world is still calm, just missing you a little bit. Section 8. Forgetting to leave a love signal. Humans have promises. Dogs have comfort signals, an object, a phrase, or a repeat action that assures them you will come back. It might be the jacket you place by their bed, the watch the house you say, or the toy you always hand before you leave. For them, those things are your promise. I will return. If you forget, they don't know why. They only know the familiar signals are gone, and with them, the little trust. So create your own ritual and repeat it every time you leave. To a dog, those rituals aren't just routines, they're love's language. Section 9. Scolding them for missing you. There are mornings you're in a hurry and they keep following you, scratching your leg, whining, or refusing to look away. You get annoyed. You snap, "Enough!" and they freeze, confused, feeling rejected. They don't know they're being bothersome. They only know you're about to leave and their little heart is trying to hold you back. One last time, they don't need an apology, they need understanding. That clinging is not mischief, it's fear of being left forever. Instead of pushing them away, bend down, pat their head, say softly, "Be good, I'm off to work." Then they understand. You are not angry, you're just temporarily leaving. And with that, their little heart will rest. Section 10. Making goodbyes. Overdramatic. Many people fear leaving, so they turn the farewell into a tear-filled drama. You hug, you coax, you say endlessly, and they, with their heart like a mirror, absorb all those emotions. If you panic, they panic too. If you cry, they think the world is falling apart. Love doesn't need noise. Leave calmly. A gentle look, a few soft words, enough for them to understand that this is normal, because your calm is the guarantee that everything is safe. Section 11. Forgetting to greet on return. You walk through the door, mind still full of work, your phone buzzing, dinner undone. But in that moment, a little soul leaps for joy. To them, that moment is as sacred as magic. All day they waited to hear the door, your shoes, your familiar breath. And when you come in without speaking, without looking, without patting, they feel the joy fade into silent sadness. Stop, put your bag down, crouch and say, "I'm home." Just one sentence, but to them, it's the greatest reward of the long day. Section 12. Not carving out. Cool down time. When you come home, they're so happy their heart is beating fast, their breath is heavy, hormones of stress still linger. If you're too busy, walk in and go straight to your phone. You have missed the most important moment, the reconnection moment. Sit with them for a few minutes. Let them sniff your hand, touch your leg, feel that you are really here. Your presence is the only medicine they need to return to peace. For humans, it's rest time. For them, it's the moment of living again after a long, lonely day. Section 13. Don't forget a small prayer. Before you go, take one more look at them. Those eyes are watching your every move, silent but full of questions. You don't have to say much, just quietly whisper, "God keep you safe." A dog may not understand words, but they feel the energy, gentleness, love, and meaning in that moment. For them, it's not just a blessing, it's protection, an invisible thread connecting your heart to theirs, even when you're away. Never forget to leave a small prayer, because sometimes the angel you ask to protect them is the one they are protecting you with. Maybe you once forgot a goodbye, maybe you left silently, or were too busy to pat them on return. But the miracle is, they never blamed you. Every time they hear the door, they leap up. Every step they hear makes their heart beat with joy. No anger, no calculation, no condition. Because for them, love has no expiration. They don't remember how long you've been gone. They only remember that you came back. And even if tomorrow you leave again, their heart will wait, still love, still believe, as though no day was ever forgotten. If you are reading this, pause a moment. Look at the corner of the house where they're lying. Maybe they're asleep, maybe pretending to close their eyes. Because sometimes all they're hoping for is to hear your voice or feel your warmth next to them. Say this to them right now. No need for words, just this. Thank you for staying. Because maybe they weren't sent to you to be cared for, but to save you. If this video made you smile, made your heart slow a little bit, leave a comment. Share the smallest thing your dog ever did that made you believe they understand you better than anyone. Who knows, their story might be the spark someone else needs to heal today.